What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to episode 26 of the Las Vegas Raiders franchise mode, where today we have two big games. Week 10 on the road against Denver, which, the Broncos are 2-6. This is a huge game, a game that we should be heavily favored in, and we need to start pulling away from the Kansas City Chiefs once again. And then we got week 11 on the road against the big, bad Philadelphia Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field. We know that's a hostile territory. Not probably one of the worst places you could have a rookie quarterback starting. So we got to do our best to at least focus on worst case scenario, splitting the episode. This game here is paramount that we win. I will have to put the update here that this is recorded. I don't know what we can call it. We can call it the hurricane episode, the hurricane period, as I'm just trying my best to get as many videos out and pre-recorded because I'm going to get smoked with a hurricane. This video is coming out Thursday or Friday. If I don't have power now, literally, if you hear this and you haven't seen me on social media or anything like that, I have been without power for a week. Hopefully give me a little bit of a break here. And for storyline, we're gonna probably find out episode 27 what happened to Antonio Brown and on the fallout of that suspension. But right now we're just focusing on the gameplay to keep progressing the Raiders franchise mode. Biggest talking point from last episode 25, would be how bad the offensive line played, and just the Madden cheese is starting to ooze through just a little bit. The sliders have been, we've been tweaking them a little bit. There's still no real money zone for the gameplay sliders. Maybe that has something to do with it. We are using different sliders, and then maybe that's why we're starting to see a lot of nonsense, especially when we have these different penalty sliders that aren't exactly where they need to be, but it's the best we have. And, sliders or not, regardless of what we're dealing with under the hood, this game, 2-6 Broncos, has got to be a win for the Raiders. Let's jump into it. Oh, get the gong. Get the gong. Oh, If you put Danny Trevathan in coverage on John Ross, I'm going to punish you. All right, Josh Jacobs definitely has earned himself, after almost 200 yards today, moving the ball down the field. Run him over. Run him over. Run him over, please. Let's try the toss the other side. Maybe because Josh Jacobs is a little slower. The C4 special is usually to the left. Maybe to the right works better. Oh, it does. Oh, it does work better. Josh Jacobs in for the touchdown. The fans here at Mile High Stadium getting awfully quiet. It's freaky. He's freaky. Like he ran a garbage route, but he's so fast. Chris Harris, who's like 37, can't do anything about it. We let him. We let CD, man, he has 95 speed, doesn't play like he has 95 speed. There's no way that he is 2 speeds slower than John Ross. He never breaks away. Red zone time. AB's on fire. He's in his X factor. This should almost be automatic. That's triple coverage. So we're going to probably fumble it. Oh, we recovered it though, Damian Ratley. He's that special team Pro Bowler. He's C-ball, he get ball. And it's up on the one. That actually kind of helps us out there. It wants us to tie Russell Wilson's 2012 rookie TD record. I'd rather beat his win-loss record. And to do that, let's keep it on the ground, play it safe, and get Josh Jacobs his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Here we go. Big win. Definitely needed that win. Was fairly, maybe not as one-sided as it usually is. I felt pretty good, though. John Ross, Antonio Brown. I've been disappointed with CeeDee Lamb, but the fact that John Ross has been so dynamic, so explosive, and the chemistry he has with Trevor Lawrence kind of makes me just, the fact that CeeDee Lamb, he's third wide. He's pretty much our third wide receiver right now. AB is back in the fold. The chemistry with Trevor Lawrence looks great. I don't know, maybe he's more confident because Hunter Renfrow's out with injury. He thinks he's the guy. I couldn't tell you at this point. But Trevor Lawrence, very good performance. 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns for Josh Jacobs, 4 for 120 for AB, 2 for 124 and 2 touchdowns for John Ross, a 50-yard catch for CeeDee Lamb. We got 2 sacks, Mo Hurst, 2 for Hassan Riddick, 1 for Nevy Gallimore, and a pick from Abram and C.J. Henderson as the Raiders get a massive divisional victory, 28-10 on the road at Mile High over the Denver Broncos. Week 11, before we get into this game against the Eagles, it's going to be very, very tough. There's a lot to digest right now. First, we'll look at contracts. We already stated that for sure we want to try and bring back Daniel Carlson. Real nice kicker, 26, 27. Let's see if we give him a 3-year deal, $11 million. He's been very, very solid. Damian Ratley, also great depth, 2-year deal. Give him that. See, 2, 7 years. Surprise, he might be pretty upset about the whole John Ross scenario. We got Obi Belafonwu, one of our first hybrid safety linebackers. Make sure we can get him back. So those are the in-house. We have John Ross, because he's been on fire trying to trigger his superstar dev scenario. We're going to need... I mean, the Eagles secondary sucks, I guess, if that's a weakness of the team. 150 receiving yards. The 3+ touchdowns is going to be impossible. So 150 receiving yards for John Ross. We're going to force feed him to try to get him a superstar dev trade. That is also going to make him that much more expensive because we're not going to be able, for whatever reason, when you sign a guy for as a free agent, you can only get him on a 1-year deal, and he doesn't show up as one of these guys to like negotiate their contracts. So if we get a superstar dev trade for John Ross, that's awesome, but also going to make it very pricey for us to retain him, but we're going to try to go all in. And lastly, we have unlocked what Trevor Lawrence's dev trade is going to be. And it's Superstar X Factor. Oh, yeah. Superstar X Factor. Trevor Lawrence, already a better dev trait than what we had with Derek Carr. His ability, he got bazooka. This is random. It's like a slot machine. And he got the Patrick Mahomes. Wow. And his deep ball sucks. That's like the weirdest thing. His deep ball sucks. Clutch sounds pretty good at 85. So hopefully by the end of the year, we get that 4th ability slot open. We can see what that is. I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted him to maybe be in the Tom Brady mold because he gets that ability to like makes your offensive line play better. But, you know, we're not going to complain. Trevor Lawrence has unveiled as a Superstar X Factor. And it's the same week that we might be able to get John Ross up to a Superstar ability. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's focus. Let's put it all together. We may be the underdogs against the Eagles. You can't stop the fight. You can't stop the fight. We got the momentum. Of course now. The Chiefs are going to maintain pace. So this is a double win. We got to get this win to not only just get an upset, not only to get John Ross's dev trade, but to maintain on top of the AFC West. A quick scouting report on the Philadelphia Eagles. The 2 X Factors we knew about. Fletcher Cox with Fearmongers. Zach Ertz always pretty much open. On the offensive line, you got Kelsey. Look at that beautiful man. Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, and they got Raekwon Davis, the D tackle out of Alabama. Him and Fletcher Cox. Oh no. I'm starting to predict bad, ugly things for Trevor Lawrence. As long as we can hit 150 for John Ross, it's not all going to be bad this week, win or lose. Oh no, the game didn't record. Oh, for fuck. All right. Since it's 3 in the morning, I just butchered the best win of maybe not the best win, but the biggest win of our season. Week 11 against the Eagles, I literally, it's happened once or twice before. I hit record, and then it didn't record. So that's where I'm at. And this is a game you missed that we thought we were going to lose. We might as well just look at the box score. We thought we were going to lose this game for sure. Trevor Lawrence came out, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. 181 yards and a touchdown for Josh Jacobs. If he only could stay healthy, he might be like a fringe, I don't know if we'll go top 5, but definitely top 10 running back in the National Football League. But we went into this game ultimately with John Ross needing to get 150 receiving yards. I was going to throw the game. I was almost going to say that is the most important objective, is getting John Ross's dev trade. And we did it right on the dot. 7 catches, 150 yards. AB, 5 catches, had 2 touchdowns. I think AB is perfectly fine letting Ross get the yards. He gets the tutties. So, And now I need to try to like remember what happened in the game. It wasn't anything actually, like it wasn't like, oh my God, last catch, he got $150. We just didn't target him in the fourth quarter because we're running the ball with Josh Jacobs. It was an anticlimactic game because we're part of we'll call it the Hurricane series, where I'm just simming the defense. This is the last episode that will be that, because it's coming on a Friday, and if I still don't have power, that means I'm going a week without power. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I can't believe this thing didn't record. That's so annoying. We had 2 picks, Marcus Joyner and Trayvon Mullen, picking on old Carson Wentz. What I did say, though, at the end was Doug Peterson's not the coach of the Eagles anymore. That's why they're 3-7. That's why they're in a lot of disarray. But we got that victory. My apologies for not having the gameplay come out correctly for that one.
Iggy.
Yep.
Antonio, coach is on the line.
Hey, B.
Coach.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, coach?
What the hell's going on, man?
Again, it's 4 in the morning. I've been playing Madden for about 12 hours today, trying to record all these videos, and that's the first mistake. And of course, it happened right at the end. Of course, it'd be against the Eagles in a game that had a very important segment in it, being trying to achieve something special here for John Ross. But there we go. There's the superstar ability on Mr. John Ross. And what did we get him? Like he literally has 922 yards, 9 touchdowns in 8 games, something like that. So he's averaging 131. He's phenomenal. He's the hottest wide receiver in the National Football League. He's playing himself into like $1 trillion contract, which is fine. We want Trevor Lawrence to have the best weapons available. And I guess there's probably going to be a time where he's going to be peaking. John Ross is going to be just peaking into his final prime, and AB's going to be regressing. And, you know, we're going to have that depth on our team. Because right now, I'm not impressed with CeeDee Lamb. He literally feels like he plays like a guy that has like 73 catching and maybe 89 speed. And when you look at his stats, 95 speed, 86 catching. I don't know, man. He's not playing very well for me. No chemistry between him and our superstar X-Factor quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. Just reminding everyone. But that will do it for the episode. I'm very frustrated right now. The Eagles gameplay didn't work, and my power's been flickering, and I still have to like edit 3 videos. So again, my apologies. I'm trying my best to make sure we don't miss the double uploads, and I'm trying not to like take shortcuts to make these uploads feel lesser. I want you guys to obviously enjoy what you're watching. So hopefully I didn't botch it up too bad. As always, though, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. 1,000 likes on this video as the final Hurricane video, me committing to make sure all next week we have daily uploads. 1,000 likes would be a nice token of appreciation from you guys if you can. If not, just thank you for watching the video anyways. And I'll catch you guys on the next one on Monday for episode 27 for the Raiders. Hopefully we'll find out the fallout of Antonio Brown and maybe some juicy storylines as my power lines hopefully are back intact. So see you guys later. Peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr. Consistent, I'm doing it big. Way too persistent on taking your bitch. Here